Okay, so we're going to go over the counted out version of Shinjo no Nunchaku. Okay? First, start off with your bow. And get into your ready position, yoi. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, Kiai, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and bow. Okay, we're going to go over a couple of motions to kind of talk about like, hey, what's the difference between this version or this version? So as you notice, in the beginning of the kata, we have these blocks, right? A rule of thumb, if you're moving forward, the block and the strike are going to appear as one fluid motion. So it'll look like this. Block, strike together. If you're moving backwards or stepping backwards, it will look like a block and then a strike. So again, going forward, block, strike, moving backwards, block, and then a strike. Okay. When going over your blocks, so in the beginning of the kata, you have these blocks, right? And you want to make sure that there's tension on the rope, that the rope isn't twisted or anything like this, but there is good tension on the rope. You want to be able to feel the tension coming in and expelling through this part of the nunchuck. You don't want it straight up and down, kind of at an angle, so when you're blocking, it's more effective. When you're doing your up blocks, right? So in the beginning, we have all these different types of blocks and strikes, so on and so forth. When you're doing your up block, you're going to have like this mid grip. And I say mid grip because if you notice, I'm kind of holding in the middle of my nunchuck. Not necessarily all the way down here, neither all the way up here. And my fingers are open, so that way when I block, this is where I'm making contact. If I have my fingers closed, I can smash my fingers, right? And then obviously I keep the tension on the second half of the nunchaku, so that way I could have proper pressure going into my forearm and my wrist area. Okay. Be sure that when you fold your nunchuck, you never have the elbow out, but keep the elbow forward as well. When you're going into these motions, this little flick and swing, right? Some people like to push the nunchuck. I like to feel the tension in my right or my bottom hand, and I just let it go to swing. Let it go to swing. Okay. And then toward the end, it gets a little bit tricky, right? So try to pay attention. I know, for example, when you go into after your stab, and I'm right here, when I do this 1, 2, and 3, and I'm catching behind the back, what I do is I kind of have this little shuffle. So I'll go right, left, right foot. So I'm here, I'm gonna go right, left, right, left, right. Now when I go back and I start to do my twirls, I'm gonna go 1, shuffle back, 2, and catch. So I shuffle back when I start to twirl on my right side. So I'm here, I go 1, shuffle back, 2, I'll catch, raise it up. Then from here I'm going to do 1, 2. And on that second twirl, 1, 2, that's when I do these twirls, right? And I'm going to do them 3 times. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then finish with your block. It's a slower motion block. And then you get to come up. Okay? Most of your twirls that you're doing are 2 twirls. So for example, in the beginning of the kata, when we go knee here, we come up, strike, catch, fold, and then we're going to go 1, 2, right? And the same thing on the other side, come up, strike, catch, fold, 1, 2, okay? And then it's the same thing throughout all the rest of the katas, even in here, when I go strike, catch, fold, 1, 2. And all my twirls are close to my body. I don't extend them all out of the way or make these big motions. I have them very close to my body. And then my catching hand or my chambering hand is right here in the center of my body. I'm not trying to reach out. Okay? Good job, guys.